Hello and welcome. My name is Dragagon, and I'm starting off my first season by playing Gregtech New Horizons, and yeah, fun mod pack. I'm going to really enjoy myself. I have started this mod pack a couple of times before, but I'm actually going to try and make it through the entire pack. As you can see, opening my inventory, there is even the first taking inventory and getting on into my first quests, starting with 16 dirt. All right, excellent. One of the things I do while I am starting out is I do like to keep an eye out for any and all of the Pam's Harvestcraft gardens, simply because you need 8 of each of the different types to turn in order to get the hunger axe at a later point, so I definitely like to keep that in mind as I'm running around. And there I've completed that first dirt quest. Oh, pardon me. Oops. And then our next quest immediately after that is to collect 32 gravel, 32 oak wood, and then to turn in 2 of that wood. So I'm going to take a step away for a little bit while I run around and explore and see if I can find some place I want to hold up for a while. Alright, I'm back again, and I just wanted to point out a couple of the things that I do while looking around for a place to stay. As you can see, I've explored a little bit from my starting spawn point up over here. I'll occasionally mark out different bees. Bees are a part of the pack that is can be good to get into, especially for renewable resources, but more importantly, I like to mark these. Aluminum gravel spots. You will need aluminum gravel for a couple of the quests, as you can't get it any other way in the overworld outside of like centrifuging certain ores. So anytime I see this, I just like to come in and mark that there is some aluminum there, or aluminium as the people over across the pond like to call it. And so you see I keep picking up those different gardens, and as you can see I've begun a collection. Now for those of you that like to do like I do and run around and try and find a spot, here are some of the things that you can find useful. Any of the blueberry or raspberry bushes, you want to go ahead and pick those guys up. Pick up any of the gardens. I also, anytime I find one of the Natura cotton plants, I both harvest it and then beat it up to get the seeds, because those play an important role in early string production, at least if you're not out trying to kill spiders, because this game does have the hardcore mob pack. I'm not sure exactly which mod it is, but yeah, some of these mobs come out and they are extremely vicious. So I like to limit how much I have to face them until I get fairly well into the armor, something along the lines of like the adventurer's armor, which is things like the fedora, the suit, the pants, and then specifically the piston boots, because they give you auto step height while you're running around. But it takes until you can get to rubber for you to be able to make these things. It takes those rubber sheets. But before you even go to the nether, it can be good to be collecting those. So I'm still looking around. It's already been through the first night, so occasionally I am breaking some of these gardens in order to eat their contents while I continue to explore my maps. So hopefully the next time you join me, I will have found where I want to park it for a while. Alright, well, I am back again. If I open up my map, you can see that I have done quite a bit of exploring. I followed the river up north, checked out this village here before I turned around and decided I did not like the look of this desert area. Came back around, jumped over a mountain, came back down through, found a couple of other things. decided to follow the rest of the river down until I got to this tundra, and decided I did not like the tundra. I came up over here, and ultimately just decided, okay, I'm going to make my home here in this redwood forest. Now, the reason I did is because I have a close-ish by mountain that has some hardened clay on it, as well as a couple of other larger mountains further away that may also contain large tin deposits. And then on top of that, I'm near a couple of pools of water, and so I was thinking, well, we could make like a tech park where there could be these couple of ponds in the middle of it, or something along those lines, but generally taking up this entire area here. You can hear it is raining. If you take a look at my inventory, you can see I've collected quite a few things, to include 7 water gardens. I got rather lucky when I was exploring up in this area here, in this shield area, that right along this northern coast there were several water gardens. I've not normally found them out in the open. Normally I have to accept the quest, one of the other quest results as to get the water gardens and then to grow them up, since you can grow them on the grassland. But ultimately I've settled in right here. I did end up turning in the oak wood in order to complete this quest. I just have not claimed it yet. I can go ahead and do that because it does have my 1 inventory space, but as you can see, I'm pretty full up. I'm just going to pop down these couple of pumpkins so that I can keep my coins. It is raining. Unfortunately, it will be a little bit in the quests before I can make a bed. So I am going to set about trying to clear this area up. I may need to pillar up one of these trees, or just build a dirt stack up the tree in order to wait out the night, because it is starting to get dark. And then the next Minecraft day, I can finally start building this up and call this home. So let me do a little bit of build up, and then we'll take a look at some more quests to get done. Alright, so I've gone ahead and made myself a nice little dirt hovel. I've gone ahead and planted the blueberry and raspberry bushes that I've found so far. Those will be helpful later on. There's a quest where you need to have 5 blueberries and 5 raspberries. So that's good. I've planted my sugar cane to kind of make a border across there. And then otherwise, let's go ahead and take a look at the quest book. First thing it wants us to make is 10 flint. 10 flint is easy enough. You just got a 3 in your crafting window, and there are the 10. They give you 5 more, just 4. And then we have our our crafting table, which starts as 2 flint and 2 logs. So I can take 2 of those, and we'll go with 2 of those logs, and there is our crafting table. And I'll go ahead and begin by sticking that inside. One of the things you want to keep in mind when you're running around looking for the different villages is that if you can find one of the villages that has the Tinker's Construct crafting table, grab it, because if we take a look at the crafting stuff, the crafting table comes by a saw to a regular crafting table, and it'll be a little while before we can actually make the saw that we need in order to do that. You know, it's really helpful when you need to stand next to water and bucket water in for a couple of the quests a little bit later. But since we can't do that, I guess we'll stick with this. And I'm dropping coins again. Let's see here. I am going to go ahead and get rid of the 5 dirt there, and let's see what other quests we have. Well, it looks like we can get a stake just for paying attention to the quest text, which notes that these quests with the spikes on them are main quests, whereas these are side quests. And so this main quest is just a simple click, and then we could claim it. I'm not going to yet because I want to get a chest made first. And to make a chest, you take 2 logs to make them into 4 sticks, wrap those, and then take one of your flint and turn it into a chest. So I can start with this chest here. It is starting to get dark. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and put some of our stuff away, just so that I can deal with it in a minute, and instead grab the sand, or the dirt rather, so we can hole up our little spot here. Alright, and then taking a look and moving on, we can either get a cooked mutton or another chest. Chests are fairly easy to make, so we'll go ahead and go with the cooked mutton. I completed Monster Trap because while I was running around I found quicksand and was able to gather up 64 of it. Quicksand is fantastic. One of the things we can do is out here before, when it's not super dark like this, go out and dig a trench too deep and then stick the quicksand into it, and mobs can't cross it. They'll get stuck in it and they will fall down and suffocate to death. So it works fantastic as an early defense, as it says right here, Monster Trap. So that's pretty good. We can either get torches or stakes. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple more torches for that. For this one I can get my stake now that I've cleaned up a little bit of room. And next we have the creation of an apple tree. In order to do that we need an oak sapling, which we don't have, as well as one of the apples to make that. So instead let's focus on our tools, making the shovel, pickaxe, axe, and hoe. So we can do that by 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab all of those, make sticks out of them. There's our sticks. Get our pick, our axe, our shovel, and our hoe. And that will work for getting several bonuses there and completing that quest. So we can either get a loot bag, some more flint. I tend to take the flint just because you'll run these tools out pretty quickly. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then we run into seeds. And we can start by making 8 more sticks in order to get some carrots, collecting 64 cobblestone, and making a sword. So we can start with the sword. There we go. Now we've got a little bit of defense. 8 sticks. And then it doesn't just want the sticks, we actually need to go in and consume those sticks, and that way we can get our carrots. There you can see now the berries. Once you have 5 blueberries, 5 raspberries, as well as 5 raspberry bushes and 5 blueberry bushes, you can get some mallowberry and blackberry bushes. All of these bushes are fantastic in the early game. You can collect the fruit off of them, and this game has spice of life on it, so you have to keep eating. You can see it says not eaten recently there. So you want to keep eating. There I've eaten that one once. That one I've eaten 4 times because I snagged some in the village and ate those. So yeah, the fruit really help with clearing out whatever you've been eating so that you can eat some of the better foods more often. Alright, so then we have a long-range weapon. Have to kill a cow to get some leather. Got to get my cotton planted in order to get the string. Shield, 4 oak wood, 4 flint, and a cobblestone. I think I can do that. No, I don't have any cobblestone yet, so I've got to use my pick and get that. And then we can kill 5 pigs, kill 6 sheep, which should give us the wool for the bed that we're about to get the quest for. We can turn in an entire stack of wood and get some bone meal to help grow in order to complete the 10 carrots and get us some potatoes that we can plant. So yeah, just a few other quests here. I'm going to go ahead and cut, and when I come back it'll be daytime, and hopefully we'll have some more stuff done. Alright, and we're back one last time I think for the night. You can see I've gone out and I killed 5 pigs and I killed 6 sheep, and so I could now finish the rest of that quest. I'm going to go ahead and do the detect submit of the oak wood. It wants you to collect a stack, but then you only need to consume 10 of it to get that 10 bone meal. And I guess I need to pick, do I want another axe, some more torches, or 5 more bone meal? I'm going to go ahead and go with the torches because torches are a little hard to come by. That will allow me to stick some of these torches out here further. You can see the creeper. I put a layer of quicksand, and so the creeper just walked himself on into the quicksand and will suffocate here in a bit. Which is fantastic. Light up my area just a little bit more here because it is stinking dark around the base. So that'll work. And then I can go ahead and stick one up on top. But that's not why I wanted to do that. What I really want to do is grab this bone meal and bone meal up some carrots, because that quest wanted me to get a set of carrots. And was that enough, or did I need 10? How many do I need? 10. Yep. All right. Get that one more time. There we go. There is 10 carrots to get us what we sow. I can collect some potatoes and another loot bag, as well as some coins there. Oh, zombie somehow made it around my little wall. So let's go ahead and let him get... Oh, that looks like a giant zombie. He just walked right over that. That is not kosher. There we go. Whew. Whew. It's been a while since I've seen a giant zombie. That was not cool. He just walked right over that quicksand. So I guess spiders and giant zombies are 2 of the things that can walk over the quicksand. Anyway, let's see here. Let's see if we can wrap this up the rest of the way. We have that done. I guess the next task is to get a stack of cobblestone. And so you can see I've laid out this marker as well as several other markers. For those of you who don't know how Gregtech works in terms of its ore generation, if you take the number 1 and then add in multiples of 3 by looking at your chunk code, you can see right now my X and Z chunks are 2810, so I am in one of the chunks that is a multiple of 3 plus 1. So 9 plus 1 is 10. 9 can be divided by 3. Same thing, 27 can be divided by 3. Add 1 and we're at 28. And then I've just gone on my map and gone every 3 spots and marked a spot until I got to 1, and then when you do the -1, you just basically ignore the negative. So 1, I could mark again here at 4, and then I went and did the same thing out this way. I'm at 28, so I went 25, 20, what is that, 22, 19, and so on until I got all the way over to the 1 and -1, and then I just went up and found basically the center of the world, which is the center of the world is right here in this little spot, but it's attributed to this chunk there. And so these chunks then are -1, 1, 1, 1, so on and so forth. So those are the chunks that you need to dig down, taking a look for ore generation. So I can mine in this one and get down. Looks like it's starting to become daylight. One of the ways that was recommended to me to mine down is to do it in sets of 2 like this. And what that does for you is it makes it so that you can't fall into a pit unless you mine out both of them. And then the subsequent thing is that it also makes it so that you can do a whirly round going all the way back up, and then you don't have to put torches down here because you already have enough light coming from the straight shaft down, so you don't have to worry about putting torches all the way around. So it just works out really nicely for getting down, and in this case for me it's a matter of getting a full stack of cobble, in addition to seeing if my chunk that I chose for my home happens to have with it an ore, one of the chunks of ore. So I'm going to keep doing this. Hopefully when I get down there that will give me the stuff that I need so that I can make my bed, and then I will be calling it night tonight. Alright, so I made it down, and oddly enough, at the bottom of there, I found some brown limonite. So I updated my little waypoint there to show the limonite, and there is a little bit of limonite and malachite that I have mined up there. But that also means that I can now get this one piece of flint for some cobblestone. So I'll go ahead and put a couple of those things away. Go ahead and claim this. That will make it so that I can now make a furnace. The furnace being three flint in the middle of 6 cobble. There is my furnace. Unfortunately, furnaces cannot make charcoal, but at least I have that now. Put away some more coins. Go ahead and put away the loot bags as well. And then now it wants me to make a soft mallet from some wood planks and a stick. So let's grab a stick. And 1, 2, 3 wood planks. There we go. There's my mallet. Oh, I did not pick it up long enough for it to register that quest. So 1, 2, 3 again. And then a 4th one. Grab those like that. There we go. Now that should give me that full quest complete. I can either get melons or pumpkins. I've already got pumpkins, so I'm going to go ahead and get the melons. And then now you can see once I have the soft mallet, you can make the bed, which uses the soft mallet. It uses the fences, which are different now. It's 6 sticks and 3 planks for that. So there's 6 sticks. And whoops, well, I'm going to need the other 3 planks there in just a minute. Let's see here. Let's grab all of that. I need 1 more set of sticks, and then we'll take that. There we go. Oops, I need more than 1 set of sticks. There. Now I can take this. 3 of those, 3 sticks, and those things can go there. Before that, I need the 6 wool to make my 3 carpets. So there's 3 carpets, 2 of those, I mallet, and then is it just 3 wood? No, of course not. It's going to be 3 planks. So 3 planks, 3 carpet, the mallet, and those 2 things, and there is now that bed. So I can expand my hut. I probably want to move it away from my mine shaft because I know the first thing I'm going to do is hop out, try and go over that way, and fall to my death. So I should probably go ahead and let's just, well, plug this up with dirt, and then we can go around the back and open it up there. There we go. That way I have to come out, I'll remember to go around, and then there is the mine shaft so I can't fall down and in. So bed is done. Next thing, finding silverwood saplings and silverwood logs. If you look at the map that I've explored, I have not seen a single bit of the cherry grows, the cherry tree grows, and that is where those silverwood saplings grow. I have seen several of the greatwood saplings, which is what the second part of that wants, the greatwood sapling and the greatwood log. Now, let's say I can't find this. There is another quest a little bit later on where you can purchase some silverwood saplings that you can then plant, wait until they grow, harvest some of the logs, and complete this quest. So it's not all lost if you can't find one of those cherry groves, but that does unlock getting us to the next age, which wants me to get a bit of sand. So let's just hop down in here, pick up a piece of sand. That'll work. And that will get us on into the ready, set, go. Gives us a lunch bag. The lunch bag is nice if you don't drop it, because you can put several different foods in here. In particular, I really like the berries from the berry bushes. But if you shift right click and open it up, you're able to, well, if you shift right click, it's open. If you, you put the food in there, and then as you right click it, you eat from the thing. So you would close it, and then you could right click there and eat from the bag. So that makes it very handy for carrying food around, because it's got 3 slots that then aren't taking up 3 more slots here in your inventory. All right, that is going to do it for today. In the next video, I guess I will start taking a look at the Stone Age and start working our way through this, especially, there's the thing that addresses how you get to the different chunks, and so on, and then starting to collect our initial set of materials.